Yo, 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 this your boy DJ Evo and your boy Mac Dorilla.
Yo.
And we are finally about to give you guys another episode of Off the Top. I know y'all been waiting. I get questions about when the next episode is going to drop. Everybody been hitting me up. And believe me, I do appreciate all the questions. I appreciate all the anticipation. But we finna bust y'all heads with some of these topics. Now, the first thing we're going to get into is the entanglement. I ain't never heard this fucking word in my life to describe a relationship. Or when you just plain out fucking cheating on your man. Now, if you don't know who we talking about Will and Jada. Now, Matt, how you feel about this shit, bro?
They've been, you know what I'm saying, it's been speculations about their relationship for a long time, but nobody really, nobody really knows what they're going through, what's really going on in the household. You know, you just know some weird things are going on, you know, or what you deem, what you don't understand weird.
Right. Now, I heard a couple scenarios on why he's finally came out with the whole thing, because like you said, it's been speculations on their relationship for the last couple years, probably about 4 years back. It's been public speculation on it with the red carpet incident, she rubbing the man nipple and shit. And then before that, if you can remember, people are always just hinted towards, you know, Will and Jada being swingers. They was like, you know what I'm saying, this power couple, like both of them, you know what I'm saying, no homo, both of them are attractive people in that spectrum of life, you know what I'm saying? Both of them viewed as sex symbols. So it will be damn near impossible for them to just stay committed to each other forever. So that was always a little theory people play with in their own head. I
haven't yet. Like, I seen clips of the little red table that she had did. That was supposed to be her talking about the stuff, and I think it was just her and Will.
Right.
And from some of his facial expressions I seen, and from what August said that he had got his blessing from that man. I'm looking at Will, and Will looking like, I ain't never give him no blessing. You know what I'm saying?
But if you was a grown man, could you ever publicly admit that you gave another grown man permission to wax that ass of your wife? even if that was a case, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at it like, what if they in a committed swinging relationship? They really in an agreement to see other people, but publicly be a power couple, you know what I'm saying? And they probably come and sit down when each one of them agree to get a new partner, and they probably do sit down and they come in agreement. So Will probably at that time did give his blessing, but if you agreeing for the shit to never go public, and then August catching feelings because you probably with a bitch you've been fantasizing about since you was 3-4 years old, and you finally done got her now, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to realize Jada Pinkett been out, even though he a superstar now. She been a superstar. She like mogul status. So he done finally got the superstar you done been dreaming about before you even became a superstar. And now she don't want to go public with you. You probably flashed out, and you like, fuck that, I'm gonna leak everything. And Will looking like, nigga, all that shit, we agreed this shit was gonna stay secret, nigga. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. So it could happen like that, or it could have been a secret entanglement the whole time, and Will could have never know what the fuck was going on.
Right.
Because you did see all that shit Will was doing, jumping off fucking planes and shit. You know what I'm saying? All this fucking crazy ass shit he been doing for the last couple of years.
Yeah, so you don't never know what that stem from.
Right. It could have been because his bitch was tripping the whole time. So it's like, it comes from so many different angles with that. But going off of that, we're going to stay on that same topic, because there's also been speculations and rumors about in 2014 when Jay-Z and Beyonce, and I know the people from the Beehive going to get me for this one, when they was going through their shit, and you know, with all the elevator shit, the fighting, you know what I'm saying, the song that was going down during that time, they had speculation that August Alsina was allegedly a shoulder to cry on for Beyonce during that time. So
this nigga with like American Gigolo.
This nigga is habitual offender. This nigga is going down.
That nigga remind me of the nigga from Hoes.
Which? Oh yeah,
the black guy who's selling the onions. Oh,
I can fix that.
I can fix that.
She was like crying and shit. What you said? She was crying and shit that night. And nigga, nigga touched that shoulder. I can fix that.
Oh man,
fuck, damn, bro, this shit's crazy. So, stemming off that, we're gonna go ahead and lead into it because this has been a revolving conversation. Some people might say in our inner circle with me, Matt, and a couple more other friends that we talk to on a daily basis. We've been talking about this thing called male energy. And for me, I already know it's factual. It is a thing. But we want to hear y'all perspective on it. So we're going to put this out here. What is male energy is the question. I'm going to give Matt the floor, let him explain. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to give my perspective on the whole thing. But how you feel? What do you feel about male energy? What you think that is?
Male energy is like on some shit like, for my anime fans out there, for the reference from the use, spiritual pressure. It's just when you walk in that room, it's a presence that you're gonna give off. You know what I'm saying? And it's neither saying it's a presence that's saying that you someone to be deal with, or you someone not to be dealt with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And women don't really give off that same thing, vice versa to us, because it's with how women are perceived is a more visual thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does she look? Is she beautiful? Is she when she walk in the room, we looking at her. You know what I'm saying? But like when we walk in the room, you might not even know who giving off that energy, but you gonna feel it like, damn, she just really got tense in this bitch. Like,
Who the
boss,
fuck is
like
this
a
nigga?
boss nigga just walked in this bitch.
Right,
You know what I'm
feel
saying?
it.
So
you can feel it. And I would have to say the same thing. Like, and I would also say that it spills over into different categories as far as like your work ethic, and like just your social experiences that you go through with your friends and shit. Because male energy is something that's gonna be a constant thing for most males. So women always say, I don't understand why men do this thing, I don't understand why men do that thing, because male energy is something that's so constant in especially in society we live in, that if we ever was to change or go outside of male energy, you're gonna be looked at as weak. So it's almost like an act, and it's a presence at the same time, because a lot of male energy is fabricated. Is what society is made for us to be conceived as, but we just gotta stay with it, because if not, society will break you down as a weak man.
Because one example I have, I'm gonna keep the short story, but I had an incident at work and with a customer, and so we called the cops, and the cops I had to walk home at that point in time, so I ended up seeing the same cop that night, and he had picked me up to drop me off home because he didn't want me to walk by myself home with him. So in the car we was talking about stuff, and he was like, well, I feel that you handled yourself well. You know what I'm saying? That he asked me about my career options and what I was doing currently in my life and stuff. And he asked me about joining the force. And he was like, how old do you think I am? And I was like, shit, you probably in your 30s or some shit like that. You know,
right?
You know, I don't know if it was the uniform or what, but I thought he was way older than he was.
Yeah,
that nigga was the same age as me.
Yeah.
I'm like, so just off of authority, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, being that he is the police, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That's just an example. And you don't necessarily have to be a male to give off masculine energy.
No, you don't.
You know, that's not what we saying at all. It's just, it is a presence thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, a woman can give it off, you know what I'm saying?
But it's just traditionally found in men.
Right.
It's more of a natural occurrence, more so than something that you know, than can occur. Something that's gonna occur.
Michelle, cause like I can name a few women that probably got that energy.
Serena, Serena, fucking Vanessa, fuck.
Right.
I know a bunch of them. They got that male energy, that presence.
Zelda Blanca.
But it's like every woman that got that male energy presence, they damn near a boss. Every man that got male energy, some of them niggas ain't shit. Some of them niggas at McDonald's with their energy. That's what I'm saying.
Like, if Oprah coming in this bitch right now, you know what I'm saying?
You gonna feel it all the time.
Feel that.
You gonna feel that shit.
Right.
Women are just more so grounded on the foundation of what to do with that energy when they get it. Men,
we got it so naturally. Most of us just waste it. But that's a whole nother conversation. Stemming off male energy, we're gonna get into what is big dick energy and little dick energy. What is that? Is there a difference between having a bigger male energy or a smaller male energy based on your third is simple, as my grandma would say? How you feel about that? What you think big dick energy is or small dick energy?
Alright, so it's kind of like, well, I can only give my best opinion on it. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like what we just said is a present thing, but it's more directly into a person, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it's more for the other person to interpret it than you really, because you really gonna have it or you don't. It's not something that you're gonna really be able to fabricate, you know what I'm saying? Because women, they will call, you know what I'm saying, they'll tell you shit that you would think that, alright, she might like me, or she really, you know what I'm saying, might feel how I'm feeling when, like, say you just came holler at her. But women do shit like that just because, you know, they want to be safe in the situation, because men do stupid shit, you know what I'm saying, when they get rejected. So once they really get to chill with you, that energy that you're giving off, you know what I'm saying, is going to give them what they need to know, like, alright, is he a provider? Is he a type of man that I could bring to my people, you know what I'm saying? Is he a stand-up guy, you know what I'm saying? What type of vibe that you getting off? Because, you know, as long as y'all texting or talking or whatever, you know, you
can't really see shit.
You can't really see shit.
Right.
And the small dick energy, I just feel like that's just timid men, you know what I'm saying? Men who just like this sickly, like type, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just been in the house for all their life, you know what I'm saying? Been under their mama, you know, video game, you know, never came out their room type shit, you know? Like, that's small dick energy. Or niggas who don't stand behind what they believe in, small dick energy, you know what I'm saying?
I always kind of look at it as a natural selector. Like, the physical attributes, of course, they natural selectors, because the survival of the fittest is always going to be a natural, you know, law in nature that's going to be constant throughout our time of existence. But along with that, you got intellect that's also a natural selector, and some of the smartest animals can thrive out longer than some of the bigger animals because their intellect is stronger. So I looked at big dick energy and small dick energy from like more of an intellect natural selector standpoint, because I feel like when you come into a room, if you got a group of 20 men, what's going to divide that room that'll make the nigga that's smaller than all of them, like usually happens traditionally in history with Napoleon and our leaders, it's always usually the smallest person or the person with the least most natural physical attributes to take over the whole room. And what's that natural selector that let that happen? It's that big dick energy. It's that intellect that lets you be able to decipher the whole room and be like, what all these niggas like? They like this shit, so I'm gonna use this shit to take over this whole room and make this room do what I want to do.
Alpha male.
The alpha male. So it could be your natural, your physical, and your intellect. And then when you got a combination of that shit, that's when you get the super alpha male.
That's when you just in a big energy period. You know what I'm
it's over with. And that's when it can be interpreted by women. Now we're running out of time, so next episode we're going to get into how big dick energy and small dick energy is interpreted by the female perspective, and we're going to have a female speak on that. But until then, I would love for you guys to type in, chime in, continue to ask when the next episode is going to drop. I really appreciate all the love. Till then, next episode be dropping soon. This has been your boy DJ Evo and Mac the Riddler.
Yo.
We out.